Hello there, everyone. I'm back, and I appreciate the fact that you're joining me. I chose Animal Crossing as a return. And before we begin the game or anything, I promise I will quickly fill you in on details of everything that's been going on since the last time I recorded. I honestly can't remember. It's been a couple months, I know that much. How's everybody doing? I am so out of the loop here. This is my fourth attempt just to get the video started. I do apologize. Everything's messed up. Also, my computer is configured slightly differently, so I have to figure out unique. Hi, Isabel. Good morning. I can't imagine. It's been at least 5 months since I was here. Now, I did come here prior to recording this video for just a couple of days, but to be honest with you, that's the first time that I've done anything since I last recorded a video. Yeah, things were pretty messed up. But I figured I have to get back in the saddle. I have to just... There we are. You can tell I'm in summer clothes. I tried desperately to... One of our goals, if I'm not mistaken, was to complete the museum. And I have to be honest with you guys, I don't know. I spent 3 days, my first 3 days back playing video games was on this game, on this island. Oh my gosh. I don't think I got anything. Well, that's not true. I got a few bugs, and I think a few fish. But definitely not the hard ones. So the reason I'm just a summary is last night during the playoffs, our Detroit Lions lost. Very sad. But I think everybody is optimistic because that's the first time in the history of our team that we made it that far. So we're all very proud. Anyway, while that was going on, I dug up 2 of my palm trees. I went to Nook Miles Island. I planted my palm trees. I cleaned up. I got rid of all the flowers, most of the trees, and then I just kept wandering back and forth looking for... I need a lot of those rare beetles, and I didn't get any. Not one, and I was there for about almost 3.5 hours. I have to admit, though, that was much more fun and relaxing than doing it on your own island, because when you do it the Nook Miles ticket way, you only have so much growth. So the bugs are only going to spawn where you really want them to. But on your island, they'll spawn anywhere, and you can't exactly dig up all your flowers and all your trees. So it was a good idea in theory, it just didn't work for me. And I'll be honest with you, not a whole lot does work with me. I keep trying different theories and different ideas from other YouTubers, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying they work for everybody but me. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to check my mail here. So, yeah. Well, that's higher than I normally get. Let me think. I think I already have one from Plucky. I got a letter from everybody. What else? I'm sorry, I can't do 2 things at once. I'm so sorry. 153. Yeah, we're all aware of my sump pump. I'm gonna try and ignore that. So let me quickly here show you our progress, okay? So there's 2 there, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, I need 9 bugs. But it's these, I guess there's a jewel one and a golden one. I don't know what this is. Or this, I have no idea. I don't know what that is. I know I need a tarantula, and I have yet to see one. And then over here, I believe these are the 2 grasshoppers. There's a rice one and something else, a red one or a brown one or something. I can't quite remember. Those are the only 2. But this down here, I couldn't tell you what these 2 are. Or, well, this one, and this one, I just don't know. And then these 3 are the rare ones. So that's all I need there. Okay, and then fish. Excuse me. I caught this and this. And that's as far as I got. The list I had was a little messed up, so I would catch something thinking I needed it, and I didn't need it. I did catch the football fish. But everything else, you see there, I just... Oh, and I did catch, this was one of the first things I caught. And then we finished this. So what we have accomplished is the sea critters, the art, and the dinosaurs. Everything else, oh, I just don't know. I think what I should do is relax a bit off camera. If I feel like collecting the fish or the bugs, oops, I will do that. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it too much at this point. But I hate to say this. After being here for a couple days, I'm not happy with the way the island is designed. But then, you know, if you think about it, who is? Who is ever happy with the way they've designed? Even people who make beautifully perfect islands are never 100%, right? So now we got to get back into winter gear. And I am sorry, this is why I don't do things live, because I just can't do 2 things at the same time. Winter. Oh, I got a duplicate there. The critters were giving me a lot of stuff. Let's wear a pullover, why not? So how are you all doing? I hope some of you missed my videos. I was shocked. One of the things I was terrified to do is open up my YouTube page and see that everybody had abandoned me. And that's not the case. I actually gained 2 new subscribers, so hello to you and thank you very much. Nothing really goes with this jacket, huh? Black is kind of stark gray. No. Does that look... Maybe this one... Yeah, let's look goofy today. Okay, anyway, moving on. So that was very relief factor. I am not abandoning everything. I'm not going to do that. As a matter of fact, for Christmas, I got a few more Cities Skylines 1 DLC. I wish I could remember to tell you what it was. I apologize for being a flaky brain. Let's wear these. But I'm pretty sure one of them was Green Cities. Not sure. We don't need a backpack. Good enough. She gave me her photo, and then here's another surprising thing. This has never happened to me before. I'm being rude, I know. Was it Lolly or... I think it was Lolly. She came over one night, and I was actually debating should I let her in. So I thought, okay, I ran out of the kitchen because I was cooking. She came in the house, and the first thing she did, usually they give you an orange, she gave me her photo. So now I think I have 2, Plucky and Lolly. Let's go see if I'm right. Sorry, Plucky, I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of a video here. I believe they're on this wall. Yep, Plucky and Lolly. Okay. But that had never happened to me before. Now, what did we get? from Mom. Another, I hope it's not the same sweater. Oh, okay. Whatever. All right, so let's go take a walk around and see what needs to be done on our island. And again, I was playing this for 2 or 3 days. And then I time traveled yesterday to see if I could get those bugs. Didn't work. I was so disappointed. I did get a lot of bugs on trees. That's what I'm saying. It does work. Just not the bugs I needed. So, I almost forgot about Mo here. But I've been giving him gifts, so hopefully he's okay. And there were only 2 thought bubble type things that went on. I completely ignored them. Because I figured if anybody did want to move out, we could do that together. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm staggering here and I'm slowing down and I'm not seeing... Oh, there's some weeds. Okay, lots of weeds. But I didn't have too many thought bubbles going on. And the other thing that surprised me was how quickly I forgot who I had on my island. Do you know I had to remember... That didn't make sense. No! I had to click on this just to figure it out, and I had no idea that I had Lolly. I'm like, I remember Plucky, and I know Dom left us for Ace. I didn't remember Lolly. I didn't remember Kyle. I did remember Puddles. I did not remember Mo. I think Rasher was the last villager we got, right? I can't remember who our other grump was. I did recall Pico. I knew we had a duck, but I think I was misconstruing her name. And then there was Bunny. I didn't forget Bunny. But yeah, I'm not happy with this layout, especially with the houses. And I don't think it was a good idea to put our shops way up at the top there. And part of the reason for that is you have to go up to the 3rd level on a cliff river to catch the fish that we need. And it's just not working. I went through 70 packets of fish food in those 2 days. And I just kept catching black bass and cherry salmon. But I never got what I needed, and I don't know if it's because the river is too narrow, not wide enough, too close to the cliff, too close to 2 small ponds. I don't know. I just don't get it. So those are things I have to reconsider about the design of the island. Now, did I get everything? No, I did not. Not even close. This is the other thing that I don't care for. I know core islands love to cram pack a lot of stuff into every inch of their island. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to apologize for it. But if you like it, I am not knocking it. I'm telling you right now, I am not knocking that style, that type of build. It's just not for me. So you won't be seeing that on any of my islands. Colored and themey type things, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I actually start out going, I should do this. And I end up, something happens and I get thrown off course. And that just always seems to be the case. So to avoid the disappointment, should I leave those in there? Maybe I'll leave one. I'll take you and keep the other one. Just for a touch of, I don't know. Oh, I kicked some. Now that's the other thing I thought I'd mention. I haven't built a snowman yet. Actually, I think I did. An upside down one. But I have yet to see a dung beetle on these things. There was one dung beetle. I went to catch it and I missed, and I haven't seen one since. And that happens to be one of the things I need for our museum. So I'm very confused. Do I have to build a snowman first before the dung beetles will come back? I don't know. But I haven't seen one. So hopefully I'll get lucky after having told you guys that, and then it'll make me look like a liar, and I'll get a dung beetle. Hopefully I won't miss it this time. And we can catch it together and hand it into the museum. So, let's see. I am not unhappy with my island. I am unhappy with the layout. Did I see anything? There's Plucky. You came over? Hi, doll. Alright, so real quick. Oh, that scared me. I thought she invited me over and I didn't read it. Whoopsie, I wouldn't have wanted to do that during a video. Anyway, some of you may know that I went through quite a few rough patches towards the end of last year, actually from the summer onward. And it culminated in having a car that I wasn't driving. It was parked in the street waiting for me to retire so that I would have the money for the insurance to get it road legal. So I was using my daughter's car at the time, but that also was my daughter's car. She gave me that one and got one of her own. And the neighbor gal up the street smashed it to bits and totaled it. It was just parked in the street. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't driving when it happened. It was parked in front of the house, and she slammed right into it at about 40 miles an hour, knocked it up on the curb, broke the axle. I couldn't open the driver's side. Oh, I don't want to go into it. Whatever. I don't care what other people... Aren't we looking for a bottle? So that was sort of the catalyst after everything else. The toilet breaking and the half-bath window is broken, and every time it rains, it floods. Yeah, well, that was quick. I'm pretty sure that was all of the boxes I had as well. So let's open these. What is it from? Oh, that's nice. I like the long skirts, especially in winter. I have a ton of gears. Thank you for the iron nuggets. Okay, that looks like a regular one. I wonder who it's from. Knox! Wooden plank sign. I think I already know how to do that. Yep. Okay, well anyway. So, I'm just looking for more weeds here at the moment. I've already collected 100 of those snowflakes, but I don't have that many recipes because, number one, I have not been building snowmen. How are we doing here? Okay, that's Mallory's house. Pico usually has a lot of garbage on her. No? Oh, no, doll. You taking a rest? Okay, I already know that that's going to be a black bass, so we're not even going to try. Yeah, so... it didn't stop there, though. It just kept pouring. And I had what you would probably term a nervous breakdown. That was it. I was done. I shut down. I tuned out. And I gave up. And that was that. I was done. Wait. I already... Oh, that's a puffer fish. That's not a fish I need. Okay, that was kind of scary. Where am I going to put this tree? That's the other thing. I just have too much stuff on this island, which is kind of ironic because I kept saying before I don't have anything for this island to decorate this island with. Oh, of course. Sorry, that is my neighbor's no muffler truck. Did we just pick up a box? I think we did. Let's do that. Yeah, I did. A desk mirror. Well, thank you very much. Let's put this away. Find a place for this tree. We're gonna have to go over here because I just don't have any more room. And I'm finally getting my green ones. I'm very happy about this. So I'm going to have to move those. That took forever. I had this one right here, and that was it. For the longest time, it just wouldn't do anything. And then these guys came along pretty nicely. Not so much the purple as the blue. And I do not think I have yet to see a purple pansy. Now, I might get egg all over my face when we're walking around, and there's a purple pansy. But it's unintentional. I don't know if this will work. No. I was going to say I could put the tree there, but I don't think. Should I try here? Why not? What the heck? Get it out of my... Okay, here we go. What was I saying? Do I have stuff to set? No, I need to put stuff down. I've been decorating my island with these... I never get the word right. Gyroids. I just want to say roid for whatever reason, and I think that's because of... Would that one sit here, I wonder? Squeakoid. Oh my goodness, it did. Maybe I could move you over just a tad so people can see you. Oh, I like those. Those are cute with the hair. Anyway, I apologize. It's just the way it's going to be. See, they're just not... I know I just kicked that one, but I didn't see anything fly away. Where would I... Oh, this is such a tough decision to make. No, it's not. I'm being silly. I'm talking to myself, and that's why it doesn't work. I can't go there because I walk in this area. Would you look good in front of the pizza? I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Glad I found that out. I already put one there. I guess you guys could go. I do have a lot more pink flowers as well. I know that was one of my concerns. I'm not seeing a good place for this gyroid. You know, I could put you here since there's no... Although I have to get another... There you go, doll. They're always the same. Beige. Anyway, oh my goodness, this video. Yikes. I'm so sorry. I shut down and I just quit. That was how I dealt with it. I did a lot of crying, a lot of feeling sorry for myself. Is that a balloon? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I don't have Marina on my island, do I? And then I tried to do the stormtrooper thing, and that didn't work. Because things, even after the car incident, things just kept going south. And I felt like I had sunk as low as I could possibly go before I suffocated, and it just kept piling on. And I don't think I've ever in my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating, I've obviously had plenty of time to think about it. I've never been that depressed before, and to be perfectly honest with you, the S word occurred on more than one occasion. That's how bad it got. So I said, quit being an idiot. You've got to figure this out. And I went to a herbalist store, and you guys can poo-poo it all you want. That's fine. I used to do that myself. I was one of you. I don't have medical insurance. Didn't we just talk, sweetie? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate saying no to you guys. I really do. Please forgive me for being a YouTuber. I love you. Please don't hate me. I went to a vitamin, mineral, health food store. That's what it's called. It's called a health food store. And I talked to one of the employees there. And it could have just been my mental state, I don't know, but she just seemed so concerned about me, and I was shocked. I'm like, she actually does care. And she spent a good half hour with me. I was shocked. People don't do that. They blow me off more, than anything. But she listened. She showed true concern, which just made my heart melt. And I don't know what I'm doing at this point, so forgive me. I am wandering around my island. I cannot talk and work at the same time. I am so sorry for being an inept YouTuber. Anyway, she talked me through a lot of what I was going through. I explained to her as succinctly and precisely as I could without sounding like a complete moron. And she recommended something that I had been thinking about, but not taking it serious enough to, pursue. I thought it was another gimmick. So I am on CBD and magnesium. And I know CBD could be considered a D word. I would classify it as such, but according to the rest of the world, it is not. It is perfectly safe, and apparently it's non-addicting, because that was my biggest concern, was that it was going to be something addicting. Oh! I was hoping to sneak in on a conversation. Anyway, I started that back in... I'm pretty sure it was December, before the holidays, early December maybe. And I've been on a 1 pill ever since, every day ever since. The bottle is right in front of me, but I cannot see the dosage. And I have to be honest, it could be a placebo effect, and I will take the placebo effect, because it's helping. And that's really the bottom line for me. I just want something that helps free up my mind, and it's doing that. I'm not saying I don't have episodes, but they're so infrequent and much more mild than they used to be. Because it was getting to the point where I just didn't want to wake up in the morning. And every time I did, I would just burst out in tears, cry into my pillow for about 20 minutes, fall back to sleep, and then wake up all groggy and miserable. And I'm not that way anymore. But I still, my brain once in a while will taunt me, and I will just either give it the finger or tell it to leave me alone, and that seems to do the trick. And I will repeat, if this is a placebo effect, I won't argue with the naysayers, but I will stand by the fact that it is better than nothing, and it is working for me. I hope there doesn't come a time where it wears off and I'm going to need a stronger dose or something stronger than CBD. I refuse to do that. I just know I can't bring myself to do that. So that is where I'm at mentally. I am definitely not going to promise you guys anything as far as daily uploads and exciting, absolutely riveting content, because that never happens. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate some of these out, and then I'm going to sell what I don't need. I hope that's not too boring for you. I suppose we could look at the desk mirror. I think I have more than enough resources. These long polka skirt. What is a polka skirt? It doesn't say polka dot. It says polka. I do not want any more gears. I have several gears, including, now that we have to put back, don't we? including the gold gears. I have that. So yeah, this is some of the stuff that I caught trying to get the, I guess it's a beacher and a snakehead, and there's, I believe, 2 salmon left. The only ones I'm catching is cherry. But if you look in this river, you just don't see anything. And I know it's after 9 o'clock at night, but I hope you trust me when I tell you that coming out here from 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock, the game time, see? That's it. And we already know that that's a bluegill. No. Crucian carp? There's just nothing in this river, day or night. And if I do the fish bait, all I get is black bass, black bass, black bass, black bass, cherry salmon, black bass, black bass. It's kind of crazy. Sump pump again. So I'm going to write, was there something else that I needed to collect? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Well, you know what? If I find it, I'll just sell it again. I don't know about this. It's on the 3rd level and it's a river, but I'm not getting what I need. And I tried both times. I love coming here from 10 o'clock till about 1 because of the music. I think it's beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to sell some stuff. I hope you'll take it off my hands. I want to sell. Oh, all right, so now moving on to other things. Oh, man, I sound so bad. This is horrible. I had to reconfigure some of the things on my computer. The audio. I used to have my speakers plugged into the back of my monitor, and it worked fine. And then all of a sudden, the speakers would just cut out. And so I'd unplug it and plug it back in, and everything was fine. But then, I know I already have this. Yeah, I do. And I have several of those. I do not want a body. I just bought that heater. And I don't need tools or... Okay, thank you, fellas. I appreciate that. So I ended up having to take the speakers and plug them into my computer. Now, I do have plugs at the back, but I also have plugs on the top. And for convenience sake, and because I cannot reach the back of my computer easily or safely, I tend to use those top row of plugs. But now I have my speakers, the Elgato, which is recording this, and my Nintendo Switch all plugged in up there. But prior to that, that row of switches is loose now. And I know it's from overuse. So, yikes. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get behind the computer and hopefully plug things in that actually work that way to free up the strip that's at the top of the computer here. So that's why my audio was not working toward the end of my last year videos, and I ended up having to just do typing words. I just could not get the audio. It wouldn't record, and that's why. So I apologize for that as well. Hopefully this has worked out and everything's fine. Elgato is also... It's a rough one. It works. I'm not going to complain too much about it. I'm trying to see if there's anything out here that I need or don't have. Other than this pretty jacket. Oh, you know what? That hat as well. Let's look at our hats. I don't believe I have the plain. I will try to talk while I'm doing this, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to. Anyway, Elgato, I left it plugged in last night, and I shut down the computer, went to bed. I got up this morning, I turned the computer on, I did my normal routine, and I sat down and I started watching Overcharged Egg's latest video. And about a quarter of the way through the entire computer, it didn't shut down. It was still lit up. My computer was lit up, but the screen went black and it said restarting, which could very well be the monitor thing, because the computer, it's one of those funky, colorful lights computers, so none of those lights went off. But the monitor went black and then it said restarting, and then the whole computer rebooted. And I was very confused. So I immediately unplugged my Elgato, and you know what? Well, it's been fine ever since. Now, I do have my Elgato plugged back in, but I am using the switch, so the computer should be fine. So I, again, have to sit there and think, oh, well, there's that one, but that wasn't it. It was a plain ski cap. A toque? It was just a toque. Oh, okay, see, I do have the snowy ones, but I don't think I have any plain ones. I could get a couple of those, although winter is almost over, isn't it? That's the other thing I thought I would mention is the season. This does not melt, I believe, until the end of February, the beginning of March. Yeah, I do not have that hat. This one right here. I wouldn't mind having that. I think I have the pajama. Oh boy. Maybe I shouldn't do this in a video because it's just... Yeah, I can come back, Else. I'll be back, I promise. Once I turn off the video, okay? You're welcome, darling. Have a good day. What was I saying? Ah, the season. It's kind of hard to redecorate your island when it looks like this. It's a little... Oh, can I get back here? No. I see some... You know, it's kind of cute, though. Maybe I could... no. I don't really need money. I am up to... I believe I have 80 Nook Mile tickets now. But I don't have that many Nook Miles. Speaking of Nook Miles, I have to go and check in. And then I have to order... I'm collecting the Venetian face masks. And that gave me an idea as well. Now, I'm just going to run this one past you. My daughter and I like to hang out sometimes at Michael's. Now, I'm going to go off topic real quick. Does anybody else feel like Michael's is going out of business or bankrupt? It just seems like everything in their store is slashed. 80%, 50%, 30%. I don't know. It could just be me. Anyway. And they sell they're not the greatest things in the world. I haven't looked in this in a while. A record box, a sloppy table, and a dirty tank top. Let's take the sloppy table. What's this box? Yeah. Oh dear, I've got the hiccups again. I'm so sorry. I feel like a kid when that happens. But anyway. They sell those face masks, but you get to decorate them. Did it show my... Yeah, I only have 20,000. Okay, all right. Because I bought more, and I had to get two to go to that island. You're welcome. So I had a spare, because the first time I tried to do that island thing where you go to the island and look for the bugs by getting rid of all the flower heads and stuff, they gave me a bamboo island. And I only had the one ticket. I was a little bummed. So, I couldn't do that. But I did come back. I bought two. And then the first island I got to was a pretty good one. It just had cherry trees on it. It did have a little bit of a second part. But, you know, nothing too exciting. Okay, I think I've rambled on enough. That was pretty boring on my part. And I do apologize that this is my comeback video. And it's so wishy-washy and all over the place, but I hope I made sense. I will apologize for being away for so long. I will not apologize for what happened to me because it was uncontrollable, and I dealt with it to the best of my abilities. I'm not going to say I'm 100%. I don't think I will ever be 100%, but I will take what I have right now and run with it and hope that it works for the foreseeable future. My island plans, I hope I was succinct about that. I would like to reposition some things, make it look a little bit more presentable, but I may have to time skip to when there is no longer snow on the ground. And I am quickly losing my voice. I apologize. On top of everything else that happened, we all ended up getting sick. Lots of viral things, including a stomach one that I am just now recovering from. But now it's my nose and my throat. So I will leave it here. I am very happy to be back making videos. I missed you guys terribly. I missed doing this. I just wanted to make sure I was in the 90% range before I started up again. My computer is holding on for the time being. I will keep my fingers and toes crossed that it doesn't get worse. If it does, I will just leave a community post on our community tab and you can keep in touch with me there. I should have done that earlier. I do apologize for that. But it took me a lot of courage just to click on that page because, as I mentioned earlier, I was so afraid that everybody had abandoned me. But I really quickly want to rehash the fact that I do have more CS1 DLC, and we can talk about CS1. I watched a lot of Sims 4 videos while I was recovering, and my goodness, did I want to hop back in there. So I might be doing that, but we can talk about that another time as well. At the moment, I would just like to stay in Cozyville here and try to make it look presentable while gently searching for those last museum items. I just don't want to leave that at the top of my brain list because all that's going to do is stress me out. It would be amazing to, for once in my life, finish a museum, but I'm not going to rigidly hold myself to that goal. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try. It means I'm not going to knock myself out trying, and I hope that's okay with everybody. Okay, that's it. I'm done for this one. I cannot tell you when the next video will go up. I'm sorry that it will be sporadic at the start. But I think what I'll do is hold off as long as possible and then maybe get 1 week's worth of videos uploaded at the same time. We will see what happens. There's 2 days, 2 days left of January. So maybe I could start this in all of February. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. Hi there. What's up? I hope so. But I thought by golly was... Let's keep this for now, doll. I can't think. I hope you'll ask me again soon, though. Hey, did you know that if you go to Isabel and tell her you don't like a villager's language, apparently that resets their catchphrase? But I also heard, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, you are more than welcome to do that throughout the video. You can also tell her to reset a starter villager's house? I don't know how that works. I've never heard of that. I may have misunderstood. But I don't know if that means taking what you've done and reverting it back to the way it looked when you planted their tent down and then it turned into a house and it was just 3 items up front. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. Whatever. I may have misunderstood what was being said, but that's what I thought I heard. I figured I would try that. Go talk to Isabel and see what happens. I don't know. But I will say goodbye for the 3rd time now. Thank you very much for sticking with me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.